Hello guys, and welcome to this feature for episode 19. Slightly unusual today. We have done a bit of a road trip today, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
We've travelled 75 miles, or thereabouts, to Derby, back in my old stomping ground.
Nobody's perfect.
Say nothing. Anyway, you joined us here in Derby at Markeaton Park for the annual Classic Car Show. I say Classic Car Show, it's kind of got a bit of everything, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. It's modern, it's old, it's everything.
As you'll probably see in the background. But yes, hope you enjoy it. It's a bit of a usual feature for us, but we've got a couple of 2 or 3 cars that we've filmed for you guys. So let's take a look at them.
Enjoy.
Well guys, welcome to the first car, should I say, of the show today that we're going to look at. And the first one that we've got is a Porsche 993 Targa. Pretty rare car this, we don't see many of these, hence why we're going to have a look at it today. This particular car is a 1996, so it's the last year of the air-cooled Porsches, some say the last proper Porsche. 104,000 miles on this car, although to be honest, looking at it, you'd never believe that whatsoever. I've had a chat with the owner. It's pretty much a cherished car these days, and it's pretty obvious to see, to be honest. So, take a look. Okay guys, well, let's have a look at the interior. So, as you can see, full black leather interior on this car, and I think the nice thing about this is that it's got all the creature comforts of a modern car, but still that classic styling of Porsches of old. All the modern features we've got. Obviously you've got your audio system there, we've got air conditioning, all your electric windows, central locking, all your usual stuff that you'd expect on a modern Porsche, but with old styling to match. Obviously this one, of course, 6-speed manual. I think they did offer a semi-automatic of the time, but generally considered this as the more reliable gearbox, especially of Porsches of this age. It has got back seats, although I think you'd struggle to get in there unless you're very of a small dimension. Yeah, so this one's a Targa, as you can see through the roof here. It's a glass roof, slides back below the glass panel there of the rear window. This was a pretty nice thing back in the mid-90s. There weren't many cars that really did this kind of thing. Obviously you had sunroofs and things, but an electric glass roof to slide all the way back there for that sort of space is quite unusual. And certainly the Targa, I think, is an unloved model. You don't see many of them at all. Obviously you've got the more basic Carreras, you've got the turbos, they are very expensive these days. But to find a Targa, very rare indeed. And like I say, hence why we're having a look at this car today. Let's have a look at the engine. So, there you go, last of the air-cooled Porsches. Engine tucked right in under the rear deck there as well. You've got your oil filler there just hidden away in the corner. And obviously your induction system there as well. That's the air-cooled car. It does have a distinct sound as well. You only tend to get that sound from the air-cooled Porsches. 1996 this car, last year of the air-cooled, and really nice car it is as well. Moving back round to the interior. As you can see, I think one of the main things about this that I like about the car, as I mentioned previously, is that it's got that old classic styling but with more your modern features. One thing I want to touch on, as you can see, this car is modern enough to be fitted with airbags. The driver's one, of course, in the steering wheel, and the passenger one there in the rear dash. Now, looking at that dashboard there, you would not think that they would be able to pack a passenger airbag module in there, but in fact they have. And you've got to remember that this was not the most expensive Porsche at the time, but it was a very expensive car back in the mid-90s. And people kind of expected these kind of things by then. They expected the safety features, they expected the luxury features. Obviously you've got your electric seats there as well. Everything really that you'd want from a car costing that much. Really nice car to see. Just don't see many of them about. The Targa really is an unloved model, as I mentioned, and I'm struggling to see why, to be honest. Being the last air-cooled Porsche, I can only see the values of these going up. It's really nice to see one here today. We'll have a quick look around the front style in the car.
Mate, you alright? Yes,
Okay then, around the front of the car, being the engine in the back of course, you have quite a lot of space in the front. It's actually a surprising amount of room in there. I wasn't expecting to see that much space, so it's actually a car you could really use and go away on holiday even. You know, you go pack a couple of bags in there, really nice. Obviously you got these projector headlamps, which is quite a nice thing back in the 90s. There weren't many cars that did this, and hence you've got your headlamp washers there as well. And of course, very famous, your teardrop door mirrors. Very distinctive Porsche. As you can see here, we've got the ventilation there for the air-cooled engine. Being a Targa, it hasn't got the big whale-tail spoiler on the back of this car, and you know what? I'm not concerned with that at all. I think without the spoiler, it's got a classic shape, and it is a very distinctive Porsche.
Now we have an absolute passion of mine, an MGTF, and not only that, it's one in British Racing Green Pearlescent, or British Racing Green 3. HFF if you need it, as a code. Now, this one is one of the last of the lines. This one was circa 2005, literally built within the last month before Rover finally collapsed. Built in March 2005, sold in March 2005, Rover went under at the beginning of April 2005. So this is literally one of the last. A couple of things you can notice on this. It literally has every single option you can get put into this. You've got the heated rear the glass rear windscreen, you've got air conditioning, everything you need. And it's a VVC. So as standard it was 160 brake horsepower, but this one's been remapped by Z&F. So it brings it up to what was the planned spec of around about 175. Unusual interior, because usually the British Racing Green cars were black. Now this one's a sandstone and ultralight.
That's why you have to have the
and it's quite unusual. You don't usually get this mix, but it suits it. It looks pretty good. It's different. It stands out. A couple of things I really like on these, and remember from my days when I had one, is these. The way it flips out at the side. But you have to be careful because quite a lot of these have broken clips. Despite what many people say about these cars, they are actually phenomenally good. The engine being mid-mounted gives it a bit of a strange balance, and if you're not careful you can get caught out. The MX-5 has the engine in the front, this has engine here in the mid. Great for playing tricks with kids. Where's my engine? There were no diesel versions of this ever made. It was a pure petrol. It was either a when it started, it was either a 1.8 standard 4-cylinder or the 1.8 VVC. Then they came out with the 1.6. You can tell the 1.6 because the covers around the air vents are actually black, as are the mirrors. The number of things you can add to these cars is immense. You can add roll hoops, you can add all sorts of different accessories, and you can literally personalise the cars to how you want. There are suspension options, there are all sorts of things that aftermarket that you can add. The thing is though, if you've got one that's in original condition, it might be an idea to keep it that way, because the values of these are set to go up. Now the original Mark 1 MGF is starting to increase in value, so it's not going to be long before these start to do the same. Obviously, look at the car, check the condition, see if it's worth you actually going in and investing in it, but I'd say snap one up while you can. Keep an eye on it, look after it, it'll look after you. However, if you do decide to go a bit off the rails and drive it a bit hard, yes, it will try and kill you, but you'll go through the pearly gates in a fireball with a grin on your face.
It's like the wings. You can still
Definitely would get one of these again, and yeah, I can't wait.
Something pretty rare that we've got coming in. A 1989 Volvo 760 GLE V6. Yep, you heard that right. 2.8 litre V6. I think, if I remember rightly, and don't quote me on this, around about 190 odd horsepower at the time, which was no slouch, put that way, even for a car this sort of size. I think the main thing to mention about this was not a cheap car when new. You took it over £28,000 30 years ago for this, which was an incredible amount of money for a Volvo. See, it wasn't the most expensive Volvo you could buy at the time. And when you look around the car, you can start to see why that is. It's absolutely loaded. Air conditioning, anti-lock brakes, all-round electric windows, electric heated door mirrors, electric sunroof. It was literally, I don't think there's anything you could get back then. Full leather interior, of course, heated front seats. And just a remarkable car. To see one in this condition, these cars are absolute tanks. And they're very long lasting, but because they were very long lasting, you tend to find them in not so favourable conditions as years went on. This one, as you can see, absolutely fantastic condition. Some minor little imperfections here and there, but this is almost a daily driver, I'm told, so you can kind of expect that. But bearing that in mind, the condition is pretty remarkable. As I said, don't forget this car is 30 years old now. Absolutely incredible. Let's take a look around the exterior. Let's have a look at these alloys down here. Don't think that's the white walls entirely original, but the alloys themselves are, of course. These came out of the factory in remarkable condition, as is the rest of the car. Moving on to the interior. Take a look at that. Absolutely original, absolutely loaded. Got your automatic gearbox in it, it's a 4-speed auto, your air conditioning, your audio system. Okay, we'll have another look around the driver's side in a second. Let's have a look at the back seat. Take a look in there. Right, that's the passenger side. Let's have a look at the driver's side. And I think you're going to be quite surprised at how many gadgets there are on this car. Like I said, this was the most expensive Volvo you could buy in 1989. You're about to see why. There you go. Check out them seat controls down there. You've pretty much got all your lumbar support that you want there. Up and down for the seat, of course. Down there again for the bottom section. Your backrest there, backwards and forth, and obviously your forward and back for your seat there. Of course, the button to stop it, of course. Electric windows on the door there, and of course your door mirrors. All your lighting controls as you'd expect on that side. And then you might not be able to see this on camera. You've got your heated seat buttons there between the front seats as well. Now, one thing I want to mention here is that Volvo were clearly thinking about safety back in 1989, even as far back as that. Obviously, this is a UK spec car. US spec cars at the time already had airbags fitted to them, but you can tell, even through the shape of the steering wheel there, it's a flat face. So even if there was to be an accident, this car doesn't have an airbag, but you're not going to injure yourself in the same way as if something poking out from the steering wheel there. so many buttons on the inside, just kind of tell you how many gadgets this car has. Your air conditioning, up top near the vents, below that you've got your audio system as well. And of course, as I said, this car fitted with the 4-speed automatic gearbox. Makes for really relaxing cruising. Power steering is standard of course, and as I mentioned about safety, even 30 years ago, this top of the range 760 had ABS as standard, not something you saw very often back then. It's quite an important car for me this as well, because going back quite a few years, about 20 years ago, my dad actually had a 740 GLE, which was similar spec to this, although this is fitted with more luxury features. But that had a 2.3 litre 4-cylinder, this obviously the 2.8 litre V6, around about 190 horsepower as I said, certainly no slouch. So it's been really nice for me to see a car like this today. You just don't see many of them about, especially well looked after as this. Like I said, there's some minor imperfections here and there, as you expect of a 30-year-old car, especially one that's near enough a daily driver. But to see one in this condition is quite a surprise, and that's why we took the decision today to take a closer look at this particular car. Even though, as you may see on camera, we're right next to a manual Ferrari 360, but to be honest, there's enough videos of them on YouTube as it is, so we don't need to add to them. This, however, is something of a rarity. It's been really nice today. Thanks very much to the owner for letting us look around the car, and hope you enjoy it.
And that was the Classic Car Show down here in Derby. And even though it's now after 1 o'clock, the show's been open for a good 3 hours. Yeah, 2-3 hours now. There's still some cars arriving, including a 997 Porsche, which we've just missed, literally.
It did look like a turbo, although we're not sure.
It did, yeah. But we've still got quite a lot of footage here. We've had a pretty good day, so it's time to go home.
It is. I hope you've enjoyed it all. Like I say, we tried to mix it up yet again with the content, and I think we've managed that.
Yeah.
I think we've kind of got everything for everybody. Yeah, we've filmed 2 or 3 cars, and you're going to hope you've enjoyed watching them. It's been alright for us. You've enjoyed yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been good.
Reminisced?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely better than Fleetwood. Oops.
Well, I wouldn't know. I didn't go to that, but if you say so.
Yeah, it wasn't really good last year.
Anywho, hope you enjoyed this feature, and I do hope you enjoy the rest of episode 19. So from us here today, see you later.
Bye.